Hello and welcome, and look at that fella there as we are here at Suncorp Stadium. The Dolphins taking on the Warriors for your round 4 clash. And quite a few changes to this, well, a few changes to this Dolphins team list as we go into it, which we'll be discussing shortly. I'm your commentator, Will Kay, joined by the one and only Ryan Wilmot, the glorious man himself, and we are back in the booth. How are we looking towards this game?
Well, some big changes coming from the Dolphins side of the field. The most notable of all, KCK have been shifted to the wing in exchange for Gabe Owens to the fullback. So, big call made by Justin Plays. Interested to see how this will unfold.
Yeah, it sure will be. And I mean, KCK been killing it, like you said. He's been moved to the wing. This is definitely going to be an interesting one. I'm not too sure what the move is here from the skipper, Justin Plays, whether it's going to be the right move or whether it's going to be, one of those classic fresh captain brain fades. He's had the experience in the past before, but he's been a few seasons out of the gig, and I'm not too sure if this is going to be the right move. As Damian Moana looking to get us underway here. Be collected there on the full by the skipper himself. Justin Plays charging there and running hard to make the first contact in the game. Up quickly and playing the ball. The Dolphins, deep pass there to Jackson Allison, and the veteran, I guess he's not a veteran anymore, but he throws the ball straight into the hands of Sevu Singh. The Warriors on the attack here. They go to Kearney. What a name that is in a Warriors jersey. He's brought down. That's the second tackle now. Inside the 10, they go out to the left. Now it's going to be Chris Lord. Gets it to Sevu Singh. He's going to push for the line, but he brought down only inches short. Third tackle now. They go out to the right. It's Kearney. Kearney looking for the line himself. He may get there, but around the legs. I think it was Justin Plays joining in the tackle. And referee Chris Butler putting this one up to the bunker. I've got no try as well. And a good bit of defense there from the Dolphins. But they're on hot water here. Well said, Ryan. As we go, no try.
Sorry, I was just reading my notes.
Sevu Singh running it forward, looking for the line again. He'll push, and he's only, a smidgen short there. He can almost smell the line. Fifth and last. They go, it's going to be a junior tire dummy half dart. And that's a critical failure there from junior tire. Not the move, and the Warriors not happy. Damian Moana's out the back there, blowing up like he's Mitchell Moses.
Yeah, terrible decision there by junior tire to go for the scoot. I think an attack and kick definitely would have put the Wires up by 4 right there. As I said before, I was just looking at the stats. So both teams coming off a win here tonight. As Justin makes a break himself, held up there on the halfway. As I was saying, both teams coming off a win. The Dolphins looking for 4 straight wins on the trot. And the Warriors looking for 3 straight. Definitely going to be a game for the week, I reckon.
Absolutely. As Justin Plays now brought down, and that's the 30-metre mark. Is not a bad return set here. The Dolphins, when they actually get a full one. Oh, it was Hayden Mellett. He's absolutely lost in the last year. And I'm not too sure what's going on with the dummy halves, but they kind of forgetting that they're there in the last. A handover on the opposition 20, and the Warriors will have to work it out their own end.
I think that play
Damian
needs to go
Moana.
for
he slices some defenders. Moana's away here. He's got one in pursuit. It's going to be a tight foot race, but Moana will pull away and under the sticks. A fantastic chase there from Kane Chapman-Kenny, but Damian Moana, he's just got the speed.
Brilliant try there by the big man himself. Showed a clean pair of heels, broke through the line. KCK, so close but so far. I reckon one of the big things of tonight, if he was at fullback, I think he makes that tackle.
I think so too. Is the way he's been going, he has been very, very good. And you saw the speed that he got on him. He's come from the side to come in and almost make that tackle. It was a very, very tight foot race, and Moana able just to edge him out there in the last 5 metres or so. If KCK's at fullback, I think that try never happens against the Dolphins.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. I think that could be a bad omen for this first half. If nothing changes at halftime, it could be a continuation.
I guess we will see as Justin Plays preparing to kick off here. And it's not been the finest opening 2 sets for the Dolphins. And in defense, they've left a bit to be desired. I mean, Moana just split them right open, as we saw moments ago, and we'll take the charge there. The Warriors line just unorganised. As that's going to be... Oh, I think I may have been forward, but it goes into the hands of Jazz Bazinga. I believe it's Jazz, yes, and he will play the ball 20 out. Here we go. The Dolphins turn to attack. Gets a ball out to Justin Plays. The captain looking for a bit of retribution here. As second tackle, dummy half dart. Hayden Melody notices some offside, but he drops the ball cold. And Moana is there again to clean it up. And that'll be the first.
Unlucky there for the big fella there.
Oh, Lord. Good run there from Chris Lord as he makes an easy 20 metres. Going up to the left now. It's going to be Aaron White. Spreads it out to Oos. He's had a good few games, Sheridan Oos. Now it's Junior Ty. He notices one offside. And a good little dummy half dart as he'll play the ball just past the 50. They go to the right. Here we go. The Warriors looking like they got a bit of shape now. Callum Irwin settling it up through the middle and fifth and last. Not a bad set here. Nothing too flashy from the Warriors as they made about 60 odd metres in the set. They'll find a half to kick and hopefully get a good kick chase here and try and pin the Dolphins down this corner.
Yeah, good set from the Warriors too. Coming out of their own end. Got a good kick-off to hopefully keep them down in here for another good attacking set.
As we go. And it's owners here. Brought down. They go out to the left. No, it's going to be Jackson Ellison. A short little A-ball as Jackson Ellison brought down almost at the 50. They go out to the right. Bazinga inside one to owners. As owners is... He's a big fella, isn't he? He's a very big fella. I'm not too sure why... Mate, he should not be playing in the SRL. He needs to be in the NBA. The Lakers need a centre. Jesus. As they put it. Bozzy Lewis. Over to the corner here. And it will be Bunty Cambolo. Another familiar name. As he breaks the tackle of one. And look who gets shown up again. It's owners. Good thing that I believe it was the halfback there, Tyler Staggs, to make the tackle. But owners, he's leaving a bit to be desired. He's looking very unmanoeuvrable around there.
Yeah, it's definitely a worrying sign for the Finns so far in this first half. I think they really thrived in the first 3 games with that speed from KCK at the back. Again, just I wonder if it's going to be bad for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I wonder as well. Oh, here you go. Sheridan Oos in the backfield. He breaks the tackle of one. Owners, he's absolutely nowhere. NBT receives the offload. Fifth and last now, 85 metres gain. Can they organise on the last here? The Warriors, they get it to White. He puts it up out to the right corner. It's a high ball. Who's going to be underneath it? Oh, well done to Digby Johnson to bring that down. But that was danger signs again there. And owners, it is worrying signs out there in terms of defence.
I don't know who he was trying to tackle. The Warriors player or Casper the Ghost. He just threw himself at nobody there. Again, worrying signs.
Here we go, though, as he makes a bit of a line break and able to get down the right side of the field. You know, there are some players that historically have been able to pull this off, playing at fullback with such a bigger frame. Owners, you know, he may be able to do it if he tries and base his game off players like, you know, the old Corey Bell or such, and how he used to play fullback with a much more muscular physique. If you look at the NRL, I guess maybe more a GI kind of player. But nothing quite with... We've never seen something quite with that much size, I don't think, Wilmot. It's a bit bigger than we've ever seen out the back. I mean, he dwarfs everyone on his team. Look at him.
Yeah, well, to the point of GI, I think he'd even dwarf GI, and that's pretty hard to do.
That's very true. That is very true. As Lewis puts up a kick, it's well taken by Rex Buckingham, and he'll be tackled well. Bazinga leading the charge in that one. Rex Buckingham now notices the markers off. Sorry, Junior Ty. Noticing the markers off. I'm used to Buckingham being a hooker. As he goes out to the left. Oos gets the ball down the short side. It's going to be Cambolo. He stands up again. And look, owners, what are you doing? The 6 again here. The Warriors come. As Aaron White caught flat-footed and no one with him. He's going to have to take the run himself. But the Dolphins in shambles in defence. Now they go. Callum Irwin Jr. gets the ball away after the tackle. Lord driven back. That'll be the second. The Warriors just looking to get some flow on attack here. And Sheridan Oos, the old Falcon. Stags will pick up the ball. And the Dolphins, they got very lucky there as Townshend tries to send it into the middle. Well tackled by Moana. Fordman. 6 again going against the Warriors this time. And that'll be a set restart. Inside ball there to Owners, but he's well prepared for by the Warriors defence. Owners playing the ball. Mellett now goes to James. As he will eventually be brought down in the tackle. And just looking to make some meters inch by inch here. Goes Bazinga. That'll be the third. The Dolphins getting closer and closer here to the line. Out to the right now. It's going to be Staggs. Inside ball. It goes to Owners. He goes straight through. The big fella with the one-handed put down. And the import from Jotunheim with a fantastic try.
I mean, let's be honest. I don't think anyone was brave enough to get in front of the big fella there. Straight over. Good as you like. I think that may be his saving grace. He mightn't be able to defend, but the big fella can definitely score.
Yeah, there was no stopping him that close to the line. When you're built like a prop and got the speed of a fullback, you're in a bit of trouble. I think he's just paying us if he went down a different position path. Those plays,
paying us
over.
Doubled.
Yeah. And 6-all here. We are tied up at Suncorp Stadium. And it didn't take the Dolphins too long at all once they got that roll on. And ultimately, it could have been a 12-point turnaround. The way that the Warriors were looking before that Falcon off Sevu Singh. I'm sorry, Sheridan Noose, rather. It could have just been a 12-point turnaround. But now it's all tied up, and I guess we will see where this takes us.
Yeah, and I think it was... The Warriors were definitely kicking themselves. It was an unforced error. I think it was only the third tackle. There was no need to pass it. And in the end, it's turned into 6 points for the Finns.
We'll see how they respond here, the Warriors. They just looked a little bit, I don't know, placid in that last set. Defensively, looks like they were a bit flat after they've dropped the ball. As James playing the ball. Mellett now. Notices 2 markers offside. Splits them. No tackle attempt made as Mellett will be brought down to the 50. 4th there. The big fella in at dummy half. Gets it to Staggs, who spreads it out to James. And he'll play the ball on the 40 between the tram tracks. 5th and last. Deep to Staggs. And he kicks it. It's a shank of a kick as Junior Tyre picks it up. Pounces on it. And that'll be the first. A good little play there from Junior Tyre. And his team's going to start on the 50 here. They go. Moana. He does a little bit of spin step. Oh, look at him dance. Moana able to get past the first line of defense, but it looks like Owners invigorated by the try he scored. Able to make a tackle in that time. As a tackle out in the wing there. They go. Kearney. Just running adjacent into the line there. 4th tackle. The Warriors not doing much. They're just going to be playing down this right edge. By the looks of it, Columbus able to get some good post-contact meters, but that's a bit of a bizarre set there from the Warriors as they played mostly on the right edge there. And to the left, Kearney puts it through there. He's going to chase himself, but who's going to be there? Moana pops out of nowhere. He must have had an invisibility cloak on. No one saw him coming. But look at that, Damien Moana with a double. He's definitely onside.
I couldn't believe it. What a bit of eyes-up footy from Jackson Kearney there. I thought, for all money, it was going to be a disappointing end of set there for the Wars after getting some good field position, doing nothing with it. And Jackson Kearney, beautiful grubber, and Damien Moana straight in. How good.
Well, that is fantastic. And a good combination by the looks of it between the halfback and the fullback here. That's a very good start for the Warriors. And Moana, he's been playing well. Not only tonight, but so far this season. Puts that one over to make his total tally of the night 12. And yeah, I mean, that was a fantastic pickup. The vision was fantastic from Kearney. So very impressive stuff from the Warriors.
Yeah, and I just probably switched off a bit there, the Dolphins' defence, because no one really seemed to be near him either. And it just picked it up as clean as you like. No real pressure.
Exactly. As players kicking off, Saltner. He'll just run it from the back fence and hasn't got much in the tank by the looks of it. Old Jalen Saltner. As now they go Tyre. Goes to Sheridan Noose. Oh, straight through a gap. He's got a player with him, but he doesn't offload there. Owner's able to make the tackle. That'll only be the second, though. If they can get another line break, they may be in trouble here, the Dolphins. But Kearney met well on the line there. It's Barry Benson with the tackle. They go out to the right. Columbus spreading the ball out to Moana, who gets it to Taniela Tuiaki. We had this in the first week. And I've forgotten already. It's Walsh. Oh, big gang tackle there from the Dolphins as they're driven back. And that'll be the fifth and last. The Warriors get it out to Kearney. Off the left boot. Puts it into the corner of Kane Chapman-Kenny. Not much from him tonight as he's brought down after getting past one or two defenders. Mellett gets to Bozzy Lewis. Good ball there. Straight to Dan James. Inside ball to Justin Plays, and they lose some meters there after the offload. That's the second. They go to the right. Bozzy Lewis. Another flat one to Owners. A good quick hands there to Staggs. I keep almost saying Katoni Staggs. It is Tyler Staggs. They play the ball. Now James. Lewis. Driven back. The Dolphins. Passing it out to Digby Johnson. It's a bit of a weird one there. Plays cleans it up eventually. And not able to escape their own half here, the Dolphins. As with the fifth and last, they will kick it. Bozzy Lewis goes down to TT on the wing here. As he steps around one, brought down. And almost at the 40. A bit of a nothing play from the last two tackles for the Dolphins.
Yeah, I was about to say, order he set there from the Finns. Didn't really seem to threat the Warriors too much there, and then gets a decent kick away to just hinder the Warriors' attack there, but third tackle already in their own half.
And Sheridan Oos, he's brought down. Fourth as they go out down the blind side. It goes Aaron White. Oh, down to Bunty Campbolo. He tries to sneak down the wing, and that'll be the fifth and last. They could do a crossfield kick here, as on the 20 is where they'll find themselves. Aaron White puts it up high. Who's going to be underneath it? Looks like it's going to fall just short as a tap back. It's going to be Junior Tyre. Fends off one, but he's wrapped up well. Many defenders around him, and not the bad option on the last there from the Warriors.
Good cover defence there by the Dolphins. I thought for all money Junior Tyre was going to go into the sixth there, but out of nowhere came the Dolphins cover D and stopped the play. Great job.
Yeah, they did very well there to stop Junior Tyre from scoring a try as plays. And we don't want to see Junior Tyre score anyway. The third tackle there, Mellett, now goes to Lewis. Out to the right, it's Harrison. As he'll try and get up quickly here. Fourth, they go out to the left. Now it's Plays again. He gets through the line this time. A half break for him as he's eventually brought down by Moana. And fifth and last. Out to the right, Lewis. Unable to put an attacking kick in. He's just going to have to punt it down to the wing here of Bunty Campbolos. He goes past one, brought down by the centre. And tackle one complete on the 20. Just a bit of ping pong between these two teams at the moment.
Better set there from the Finns. Gained a bit of meterage down the field and then got a good kick away. Hopefully they can aim up in defence here, keep the Warriors in their own half and be able to mount an attacking set just before half time.
Hopefully, as Junior Tyre just forgets where he is for a second. I'm not too sure what happened there. He'll have to play the ball. They go to the fourth. It's going to be an Aaron White early kick from inside the 40. Owners gets to it though. And he's done well there, but he's dragged close to the sideline. Bunty Campbolo unable to push him all the way out, but not a bad early kick there. Get a bit of field position, and as I say that, the pressure, it just releases. If they could have, had a good few tackles there, the Warriors, they could have got the ball back in some really good position. As Staggs could take the run there, and that's a bit disappointing that the Warriors just big gaps in their defense early in that set.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be pressure piled straight back on the Dolphins there, but they just let off the gas there. Gaping hole in the defence, and the Dolphins are in their half now.
There's Mellett, here he comes. Fifth and last. It'll be Lewis. Goes down to Digby Johnson as he'll put a cross-fielder in. Off the left boot, comes to Bunty Campbolo. He'll step around one. Campbolo on the inside now. And if not for the ankle tap, I think that Owners would have been stood up again, as that's the first. They go to the right. Now it's Aaron White. Spreads it to Walsh. Walsh dragging one with him as second tackle. The Warriors out to the left. White, he's done a lot of playmaking this game. Buckingham now. He gets through the line. One on the inside. He'll beat Owners. Owners is nowhere to be seen. And it's going to be Rex Buckingham under the sticks. And what a bit of handlebar there. What a try from the Warriors. Off the left foot, and Owners had no response.
Just once again, poor defensive decisions by the fullback there. He may be built like a impeding dominant force, but he just got no spatial awareness when it comes to defending. And as good as you like, Wires are in again.
You know, just he's got no braking ability by the looks of it, Mr. Owners.
All gas, no stop.
Exactly. He's built like a semi-truck, and he's got the brakes on too by the looks of it. It wasn't good. He didn't trust his inside man there. He should have stayed, just on that inside shoulder or the outside shoulder, depends which way you're looking, and let Brody Townshend come in and help with that tackle. But he just didn't trust his winger there, and they could have stopped that try, but not to be. And whoa, where'd that defender come from? They're very quick up on him.
14th man in.
Yeah, the Warriors 12 points up now, and they have definitely taken notice of a weakness out the back. All three of their tries actually been scored with some open pasture. As Moana, he's going to step a few. Twinkle toes. This is going to be Walsh now receiving the offload. He bumps off one. That's a fantastic play there from the captain and from Nathan Walsh. As now they go, Junior Ty notices a marker off. He can get an extra 10 metres for his team. Fifth and last now. 25 metres out from the try line. Can they get another one here just before halftime? As Lord, he'll run on the last. I think he was looking for a kick, but no one chasing through. And a handover will be the result of the set. Not a bad result, but certainly something to be left desired there.
Yeah, exactly. Was what I was going to say. Left a bit to be desired there, but I don't think you could argue it was a bad call. But once again, pressure's all straight back on the Finns here.
Ooh, almost an intercept there is it's Harrison now. Is that Wiramu Harrison, that is. Number 50. As they go, Bazinga. Brought down. As that's a fourth tackle play. They go down to the side. Owners, that's got to be forward. It's going to be into touch. And he is having a stinker tonight, Owners. He scored the only try for the Dolphins. But I don't think it's enough to justify the way he's been playing. Good tackle from Rex Buckingham. Scored the try early and just able to put his body on the line for a much bigger fella on a one-on-one tackle. Unafraid and able to force the error there. Very good effort from the four.
Yeah, I think he was just trying to make something out of nothing just to make up for his own personal mistakes, and it's just backfired completely there. Now the Dolphins are on the back foot. I think they've really got to show up in defence here and hold the Warriors out before half-time. Otherwise, I think it could get ugly.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be TT down the side. Third tackle there. Out to the left. It's going to be Columbus. He steps around and brought down. 10 metres out from the line. Fourth tackle. Out to the left. It's going to be Kearney. Gets a short ball there to Singh. Sevu Singh charging onto it. Eventually, Owners decides he's going to get involved in the tackle. And fifth and last. There are players that are very much offside here. Can Ty get the ball away? Yes, he can. It's going to be a short crash play for Kearney. Will he be able to push over? Put on his back. A smart little play there with a very short amount of time left on the clock. The Warriors.
Yep. Be counting their lucky stars there. I thought for all money it was going to be a Wales try, but they held on just.
I was expecting a grubber kick or something. I wasn't ready for the crash play. But looks like the Dolphins just held on. As now it's Townshend. Steps in the inside and Rex Buckingham coming in and covering again. Third tackle. Out to the left. Now it's going to be Bazinga. As that'll be the fourth. One more tackle up the sleeve here. And the Dolphins will be hoping and praying that none of the back three get into space off this kick. as they go down the short side. Well, the kicker's side, I suppose, as Bunty Cambolo. Not a bad tackle there. And it looks like the Warriors will go into half-time with a 12-point lead, 18-6, where we'll see you very shortly for the second half. Welcome back to SRL TV. The Warriors currently with a 12-point lead over the Dolphins here at Suncorp Stadium. And with what can only be described as a lackluster performance at the back from Gabby Owners early on in this game will ultimately cost the Dolphins quite a few points. KCK moving into the fullback spot in this second half. What do we see happening? Is this going to make a big difference on the game here?
Well, personally, I think it will make a huge difference. As we alluded to in the first half of Damian Moana's first try, I think having KCK back in the fullback jersey will definitely improve the Dolphins' defence in the backfield. Coming out of half-time, both teams pretty even on the stat line. Most notable player so far in that first half would be Damian Moana with already 200-plus running metres in the first 40.
And a double.
And a double, that's right. However, most of the stats across the board are all pretty even.
Yeah, it has just been a few occasions that the Warriors have stood up and able to complete where the Dolphins haven't been. Their field position has also been a lot better in that first half. So we'll see what the second half entails for the Dolphins and whether they can make a big impact, a big comeback here. We're going to the next period of 40. It's Chapman Kenny, first run of the game as fullback. He'll play it as it's going to be Isaac Edwards. Gets the ball away eventually. A bit of a weird play there as Edwards just warming up into the game. And a good offload actually as James just gets a bit of a run on. He'll be brought down. Staggs gets the ball on the inside. It's going to be Benson. Fourth tackle there. Just past the 40 is the Dolphins. They need another big run here to get in attacking position. And they go to Bazinga. As he's had so many runs tonight, it's felt. He's been in a lot of involvement. He's had a lot of involvement in this first half, and I think that will continue well into the second year. As Staggs kicking it down to TT on the wing. Oh, and a very good chase there. Well tackled by Digby Johnson. And the Warriors, they're going to really have to work out of this corner here.
Yeah, just on your point on Jazz Bazinga, as you were saying, in the first 40, 75 running metres for the big fella and 11 tackles with none missed. So I think the Dolphins will definitely look to him to help him out a comeback in this second half.
Yeah, he's been very, very good in this first half. Sheridan hasn't had a whole lot of looks through the line so far, and we know he is privy to that. So I think that has a lot to do with the defensive efforts. That's a bad pass there from Kearney. A good little run, but then an intercept, and all of a sudden the Dolphins are the ones with the ball in the hand.
Yeah, ordinary there.
As now they go Bozzy Lewis. Playing in at 6 and no one with him, just the half running it himself. Third tackle. Playing the ball to the left. It's going to be Dan James. He's just going to take the charge and run it straight as he gets a good few post-contact meters before eventually being brought down. It goes to Tai Takahina, I think it is. Tai Takahika. As fifth and last, they go to the right. Bozzy Lewis puts it up. It's a very deep kick. Is any chaser going to even go near it? No, Cambolo, easiest take of his life. And tackle 0 out to the 20. The pressure that was building in that set just released at an instant.
Yeah, no real kick chase there from any Finns player. Like you said, good as you like take. Another thing to point out too with the swap of KCK and Gabe Owners, in that first half, KCK only ran for 33 metres in the whole 40. So I'd say he's definitely in for a big second half and would look to definitely add a good shot there.
Oh, and he gets up and shrugs him off again, and then he's tackled. That's a big play there from Chris Lord. I didn't see who was the defender. I think it may have been someone just come on. But, geez, that is a big hit. It's fourth tackle there. Plying the ball. Only on the 50 now. Sevu Singh able to get it back inside of Junior Ty. He fends off one. Ty now going for a bit of a run. Plays wrestling to the ground. On the 30. Fifth and last now. They go out to the left. Kearney kicks it into his own player. Recollects the ball. What a display of of something there.
I first this first part of the second half, both teams have come out, and I think they've all left themselves in the sheds because no one's really had a good set so far.
Oh,
Again, a terrible end to set there. Oh, and he's in a touch.
that is. I thought it was going to go out. I was hoping maybe moving from Rugby League Live 4 they would have updated that rule.
Just the foot.
If it happens on your weekend footy and the touch judge doesn't put their flag up, that is correct. Do not abuse the touch judge. If they do put their flag up, then you can abuse the touch judges. Sheridan Oose now straight to the line. A beautiful ball inside. It goes to Callum Irwin Jr., but there's just enough Dolphins defenders to hold on there. Second tackle. They go to the right. It's going to be Singh. Damien Moana stepping around. Damien Moana takes on KCK. And he's brought down just short of line. I have a feeling any other person would have got scored against, but there we go. Sheridan Oose, a beautiful line ball from Tyre. And Oose over with an easy try. The Warriors in again.
Beautiful bit of play there from the Wars. Tyre with a pinpoint ball to Oose there to go over and extend the Wars lead. But I would just like to clarify, we do not condone any abuse to match officials. I just want to make it very clear. Do not abuse a match official. Thank you.
You can abuse them if they're
No,
adults.
no,
If they're
no.
adults. As Damien Moana puts that one over. And it will be 24-6. Now, of course, don't go and abuse match officials. You'd have to be a pretty poor person to do that. And I am a poor person. That is a good little kick there from Moana to make it an 18-point difference. The Warriors up by, quite a bit now. Looking a little bit, I guess, flat from the Dolphins.
Well, I know it's only early doors, 11 minutes into the second half, but me personally, I was expecting a bit more out of the KCK swap at half-time back to fullback. Even in their general play, he's not getting that involved. Defensively, definitely.
I don't think owners would have stopped that. I think Moana would have went in again.
I 100% agree with that, but on the attacking side of things, I think he definitely can get a lot more involved.
Absolutely is. Third tackle. There you go. MBT goes to Kearney. Links up with Callum Irwin Jr. on the right side of the field. And brought down eventually. Bit of a slow retreat there from the last tackler. As Kearney now goes to Moana. TT down the sideline. Here we go. A bit of speed there and a few more meters just to put extra pressure on this kick. And look was that who I think it was missing a tackle again?
Yep, but look who made
be
sure
allowed
to
to
get
bounce. Oh, that was very close. I thought Cambolo was half a mind to pick that one up and go over. And that is a very lucky play. I think Cambolo, he could have gotten there. I think he just misplaced his feet and got a bit caught up in his mind about how he should pick it up.
Yeah, I think if he does pick it up, they probably push him into touch, but probably smart decision not to make a play.
I mean, they would have got the same result anyway. Play the ball 20 metres in line with it. I would have played at it. As here we go, owners. The big fella powering forward and brought down there. As they go, Harrison. Moving up through the middle now. Fourth tackle. They go to the right. Edwards goes to Staggs. And now it's going to be Sheridan Oose. He's in a bit of space here. Can they chase him down? Oose, an ankle tap goes weary. And that is a beautiful tackle there. Sorry, beautiful try there from Sheridan Oose. No tackle seen. And the big dive. I think it was Justin Players coming across. Very good stuff.
What a try by the big fella.
You love seeing it, don't you? Big fella in open space.
Just a clean intercept too. No one in front of him. Showed great pace. Didn't look like anyone was going to get to him. Dodged the ankle tap. And that's the big fella's double.
No one in sight. Open pasture. I didn't know if he'd have the legs there. But that I think it was I think it was Justin Players coming across, not quite having the legs to match it with Oos or catch him. Maybe running out of gas there. I think if he kept running for another 10 metres, he may have gotten him. But Oos was able just to keep looking forward. Don't look back, mate. And power through. He's got a double now to add to his try-scoring talent. He's been a very good form second rower in this opening part of the season.
Definitely be sucking in the big ones after that, though. That's for sure.
Look, I think that run that he's just had now, a little less puff there, a little less energy. As Tyre running it, they go to Oos. He's going to pass it out to Cambolo. Good little ball there, as he almost catches the centre lacking. There you go. Aaron White gets the ball to Chris Lord. Bit of a hospital ball. As fifth and last, the Warriors, not a bad set after points. Getting in between the 30 and the 40 here. Aaron White, he'll be able to put this ball end over end. Just goes down to Chapman Kenny. Oh, and he's smashed there. That is a big tackle. I think it's MBT coming along with the shoulder. And just absolutely sits him down. As the Dolphins, they got to protect their fullback, I think. The only good thing about Owned is that I don't think he could be hit quite so hard as Wiramu Harrison runs over the top of Junior Tyre and gets a bit of revenge there for his fullback.
Yeah, solid shot there. And I just to confirm your suspicion, yes, that was MBT. Absolute shot from the big man.
Plays. Goes to Dan James eventually. And he's had a decent game as well, Dan James, but not able to do much with that ball that he receives. As Lewis puts it down the wing again. It's going to be TT. As here we go. And tackled well. Very good tackle there. As the Dolphins come through with some good kick chase. Tyre now goes to Moana. He goes straight through, untouched. Oh, what a play there from Moana. And there we go. There's our questions answered. Moana absolutely able to be wrapped up by KCK. I think, once again, Owner's out the back there. Oh. Ooh. And that's not the error that you want to be making. That is a danger zone error from the Warriors. And the Dolphins, you know, they're 18 points down with 20 minutes to go. If they score in this set, they may be able to claw their way back in.
18 points down is a bit of a stretch. I think it's a bit more than that.
Sorry, 24 points down. I forgot about the last try.
However, I do think I have to agree. With KCK back in the fullback role, they definitely have more attacking power or threat, I should say.
It's going to be TTK. What a little try there. And in very timely fashion, the Dolphins go over. And I'm gonna stuff this one up. I think it's Tai Takahika. I will work on that one, but what a try there! Able to fend one, go down underneath the sticks, and I believe I said it was 18 points.
Yeah. Look, I'm not going to deny. Turns out you can read the future. Spot on.
I always know best. You should know that by now, Wilmot.
Yeah. Well. Some people learn the hard way.
As 18 points down now, the Dolphins have still quite the mountain to climb here at Suncorp Stadium. But this home crowd, they certainly want to see them do it. They certainly want to see this win streak continue into round 4 and round 5, of course, next week. But yeah, 3 wins currently. The live ladder with 1 loss. On this Tuesday night, can they make it 4-0, the Dolphins, or will this lead just be too large to overcome? We will see in the closing 20 here. Bozzy Lewis taking the charge on the first tackle. As the try scorer gets it out to KCK. He's got a bit of legs now. KCK, if not for the ankle tap, we would have been in for a fantastic foot race. And we could have seen it go very end to end very, very quickly. As now Bazinga goes out to Tane Rangama Hawani. And he's brought down 35 out. Third tackle there. Playing the ball. Dolphins now go to Stags. Goes to Benson. Benson pushed back in the tackle. That's the 4th. 30 metres out. They need another big run. 10, 15 metres from someone. TTK goes out to Tane. He gets another big run here. as that is Tane Rangamai Hawani again just bumping off one, fifth and last. Playing the ball out to the left. Stags puts it up high. Is it going to be a well-placed kick? It's a bit shallow here, but the big fella's there. The big fella's there. It's Owners, and he'll get over. Redemption as a double now for Owners. And if not for his physique, his figure, and his length of body, that ball was not making it to the white line. What a try there.
I tell you what, the comeback could very much well be on. I was going to say a bit earlier on, the Dolphins have to keep up with the clock here to stay in this game, and so far they're doing just that.
Well, what a little play that was. I thought the kick was far too shallow, but then I've seen Gabby Owners just come through, and that's a good kick there from plays to make it 18 to 30. And all of a sudden, the lead's gone down from 24 to 12, as I'm not too sure where plays was going. Looked like he was running into the crowd there. But, yeah, Owners, I saw him come across. I'm like, if anyone's going to get this ball, it's going to be the largest person I've ever seen. He dwarfs Shaq. Not Shaq Attack, Shaq O'Neal. Like, he is a big unit.
I think hopefully the Dolphins look at that, and if they get back within the Warriors 10, they try that play again, because I think for all money, it's going to happen again.
Save your coats, eat your heart out. As Edwards
Very
goes up
much.
to the right. Brody Townshend. He'll be brought down. That'll be the second. Playing it to the left. It's going to be Stags now. He'll run it just a bit diagonally there. As this is a good defensive set from the Warriors. Not much going on for the Dolphins. Here we go. Benson, he'll get a bit of a line break, but no one with him to get the ball away to. That'll be the fourth, and only now crossing the halfway line. They need a big run. They need to spread it, honestly. They've been very, very one-dimensional, but Stags again. Just taking the run there. And no one with him. Not much organisation there. As on the last... Oh, that's a shocker.
That's not what you want.
Shocker. After some good sets there from the Dolphins, kicking it like that into your own player. Passing it, handing it off at the 35-metre mark.
Just lets the air out of the balloon.
And they can't afford to concede a try here. You know, they've worked hard, and I think that if they concede one more, not only is the score too big to overcome, but also it's just going to deflate them. They've worked hard in these last few sets to get those 2 tries. So they definitely need to hold on here to keep themselves both in the game, literally on the scoreboard and mentally.
Yep. I think that's spot on. I think it's the most damning part of that will probably be the mentality. I think, like you said, one more here, they're just going to want to switch off and focus on next week, but there's still 12 minutes. They're very much still in it. All it takes is one break.
All it takes is one break, and here we go. Owners, he's underneath it, but no, out jumped by TT there.
He must be hiding a step ladder in his socks, mate.
7'3" and get out jumped there by a much smaller player as Justin plays, getting a good run to start the set, and on the 20 already now for the Dolphins as they go. Lewis gets the ball away, goes to KCK. He's not able to get a step on. I thought the play was on there, but great defense from the Warriors. They still make 10 metres though, the Dolphins, as plays again the captain, just trying to carry his team on the back at the moment. He's made about 30 metres in this set alone. Going out to the right now, Lewis. Passes out to... Oh, and the hit off the ball there. Sheridan Oose picks it up. And the Dolphins just trying to be too expansive. The Warriors punish them for it.
Yeah, they're chasing points now. Just throwing the ball willy-nilly. I know you're behind and you need points, but you still got to have some structure. Just a bit of poor play there. And I think that may be all she wrote here.
Moana now goes up to Kearney. That'll be the 4th tackle. The Warriors, a quick dart from Junior Tyre, and he's brought down 5th and last now. That's 6 or 7 metres out from the try line. They go to Kearney. He gets it out to Aaron White. Puts up the high ball, and who's going to be underneath it? It's going to be... Oh, it's going to be a tap back for Moana. Moana breaks a tackle from nowhere. He had no right to score that, but Moana with the hat trick. And he says goodnight to the Dolphins.
What a piece of play by the Warriors there. The tap back and then the strength from Damien Moana there to break out the tackle and beat another 2 defenders to get over for his hat trick. What a play.
And Tyler Staggs just... I don't know what he was doing there. He just dove on the ground for absolutely no reason. It's very typical defense of someone with the last name Staggs. But yeah, unfortunate try there for the Dolphins. But Moana, he's loving it. He's had his fair share of points tonight. He's at 24 points alone, actually. So he has had a very good night. And he is just absolutely loving it.
Yeah, sadly though, I think we can put a line through the Dolphins here tonight. A valiant fight back there in the last 10. But after that try, I think that may do the Dolphins right there.
Yeah, and I think a lesson will be learnt in this second half, from the second half rather, and that is to put KCK at fullback for the full 80. I'm not too sure what the switch was about. I'm not too sure why it's happened. I don't know if owners have said he's going to leave the club if he's not put at fullback this week. It doesn't really matter. He can leave the club. If that's what it was said, you know, I'm talking fairy tales over here. I doubt that's what was said, but I can't think of any other reason, honestly. That players would make this decision.
I think he's had to have held Justin at gunpoint and said, "I'm playing fullback."
Yeah, I don't want to look through owner's camera roll. I don't want to know what kind of photos he's got because it mustn't be good. Maybe place has been the Roosters special. Been caught in 4K. Wrong type of white lines. As we go, play out to the right. Allison. Going out to the right. As it goes TTK. Now to Rangamai Hawani. That'll be the third. And the Dolphins, like I said, they just look deflated now. The air's been released from the tyres. They are flat as anything. And just not much dimension in their attack. Not much purpose in the plays that they're choosing. I mean, that was to be expected if they had another try conceded on them, as Isaac Edwards just completely forgets that he's even out there. He is fully in next week. We actually may need to check for an HIO there. But, yeah, he's got no clue where he is, I don't think. I think he's ready for next week. I think most of these Dolphins are.
I think he might be ready for Bali, to be honest. That was...
Jeez.
That was just
That's a
an
big
ordinary...
call in round 4.
I mean...
round 4.
37-metre set, fifth tackle, and you're taking a dummy half run. Like...
Well, he's forgetting he's taking a dummy half run as well. Oi! Knock on. Nah, Falcon.
Play on.
Stags. I don't know what Stags is doing. He keeps on running like parallel. Not even parallel. Just diagonal.
It's a new bit of attacking piece there.
Yeah, does it work? Obviously not. They're 18 points down. As third tackle there. They go to the right. Lewis. Now it goes, hits the deck before it finds Tano Rangamai Hawani. That'll be the fourth. Quick play. The ball markers both offside, but they choose not to run it. Get it out to Bazinga instead. That'll be the fifth and last. And just making the opposition's 40 there. Stags. Puts it into the corner. Cambola on the kick return. And he'll be able to step around one twinkle toes as he does a bit of a pirouette. The ballerina at the back there. As that'll be the first. And we've seen a few ballerinas actually tonight from the Warriors. They must be doing some ballet training. And you know, some people may laugh, but a little known fact, or I guess a probably pretty well known fact, a lot of NFL players, especially the wide receivers, famously do ballet training to work on their footwork. That's correct, isn't it, Wilmot?
Yes, you're actually pretty spot on there. More specifically, they do it for what's called a toe tap.
I see as I go TTK, a double for him. He's been good in the last closing 40. And he scores another try. And a toe tap is what players will be doing in a second. When he'll be putting this one over.
I mean, it's a consolation for the Dolphins, but may bring them up a bit and focus on next week. You know, they're going to end a loss here tonight and then their 3-0 start. But definitely there are signs there. I think if they stick with KCK at fullback for the full 80 next week, I think they can easily get back in the win column. But yeah, I think definitely just need to start focusing on next week.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, I think they already have a lot of them. I think, you know, Tai Te Kahika, got it, 100%. Is one of the few that is still stuck in this week. Surprisingly, lots of Dolphins fans still here. So that's always a good sign. There's Lewis driving forward. And only a few more plays they will have. Yeah, a bit left out in the field there tonight for the Dolphins. 12-point deficit in the end, 24-36 on home soil as well. They'll have their first loss of the season as the Warriors come away with the 2 points, and they'll be happy with the effort they put through tonight. Lots of points scored, some very good attack, some resolute defense, and able to adapt as the game came, especially with how they changed their play set in the first half to the second half, and how they abused whoever was at fullback or not at fullback. We look at some of the stats here. A lot of errors from, a fair few errors from both teams, 7 and 6 respectively, but everything's pretty even. An odd 250 extra run meters from the Warriors. Aside from that, really not much separating these two sides.
Yeah, same was at half time. It was all pretty even then as well. Warriors actually making one more missed tackle than the Dolphins, but the big outlier there has to be the line breaks, with the Warriors making 9 more to the Dolphins 24. An overall pretty even contest. I think it just came down to those moments where it really mattered that made the difference.
100%. 100%. As we'll look at some team statistics now. And yeah, I mean, there's quite a few run meters from a lot of these players here. From the Dolphins, Bazinga, he had a good game, I thought. 118 run meters, 26 tackles with 1 missed. We've got Dan James with 106 run meters, as well. I had a few more missed, though. Tai Te Kahika, in only 40 minutes, he got 78 run meters and a double. He got 3 tackle breaks as well, 12 tackles, none missed. He played very well, I thought, tonight. Other honourable mentions, Staggs, KCK, Lewis, and of course Owners with a double, 122 run meters, 3 missed tackles, but he had more than 3 missed tackles. I mean, I think we all saw that. He just didn't perform in his listed position at fullback tonight. The team looked a lot more organised in every sense of the word when he was on the wing and KCK back out in the fullback position. And ultimately, I think that's probably what we're going to see a lot more in this, the next, 12 or so rounds that we have left. Oh, quickly, Justin Plays, 213 run meters. Almost missed him. He wouldn't be happy. 6 line breaks. Easily the biggest runner for him tonight. But not enough to get him over the line.
Yeah, real captain's not there by the big fella.
So move on to the Warriors. And I mean, there's a few that stick out. I've got 2 favourites, and you can pick a couple after. I think Moana and Oos, some big run meters. Moana with almost 300, with 291 run meters he totaled, and Oos 240, with 7 line breaks to Moana and 6 to Oos. Both scoring, Oos scoring 2, and I forgot Moana scored that last one with the 3. 2 really big performances there from the Warriors, to complement a lot of other very solid performances.
Yeah, one to point out, Jackson Kearney, 155 running metres, 15 tackles with only the 1 missed, and the 1 line break as well. Unfortunately, 2 errors, but in the end, didn't really affect the Warriors too much. And the other, Bunty Cambolo, who was coming off a double last week against the Dogs. Another good effort by him, 151 running metres and 6 line breaks. Another good performance overall by the Wars here tonight.
Absolutely. And with that, I think that's all we've got really time for tonight. Some very good performances from a lot of these Warriors players tonight, and they just shone through here at Suncorp Stadium. It's been a pleasure having you. Make sure you stay tuned for more SRL action.